Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you about relationship and family therapy, how I work. So let's get to it. Okay, people come to therapy because of, as families or couples, because in terms of relationship, because they want to talk about poor communication, their maybe lack of intimacy, um, emotional or mental distresses that they might be feeling, infidelity, or lack of understanding, maybe communication breakdown in the family unit, maybe not understanding, not being there. I mean, different reasons people come to seek family therapy or relationship therapy. So I've written some few things down which will help you if you're inquiring about having family therapy or a couples therapy session with me. Okay, so I work with couples and family to help them build the following: effective communication, assertiveness, listening skills, acceptance of difference, anger management, stress management, emotional intimacy, attachment, problems in the relationship. Those are some of the things that I will work with you if I'm doing couples therapy, or family therapy, relationship therapy. Effective communication is very important. So what I focus is learning new skills to work with a problem. So you come to the session, you talk to me about your problem. I don't take sides with anyone. I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to listen to each of you talk about what's going on for you and facilitate the session. So we learn new skills. Okay, this has a problem, or this person has a problem. What is it we can do for us to move forward, if that's your goal, if that's what you want? So we look at new skills and how we can move the problem away if we can. We focus on the relationship, not the individual. We focus on the relationship. How's the relationship been going? Where are the highs and the lows of the relationship? So we focus on the relationship. However, each partner has to take accountability for their own part in the relationship going wrong. If your relationship has gone wrong, you have the part to play in it, one way or the other. It might be obvious, it might not be obvious, but for the purpose of the session, we look at what is it that you did, or what is it that you didn't do to help the relationship. Whether you have the blame or not, that's not who. It's not about pointing fingers, it's not about who's to blame, but it's about how we can resolve the issues, if that's what you want to do. Okay, so it's to increase positive behaviors, translating complaints into requests. We all like to complain. So rather than saying you didn't do this, you didn't do that, how we can, I usually like to teach the conscious communication using the statement I. So rather than saying, well, you didn't do that, if you had done that, that causes the person to have a defense. So the right way of saying it, of with the good in terms of good communication, of communicating yourself, is to say your feelings, how you felt about the incident, how you felt about it. For example, you can talk about the way you approached me made me feel really unhappy, made me feel sad. The way or you can say, I feel sad the way you have approached me. You can use that. But if you say, you approached me in the wrong way, you didn't do that, it causes the other person to be really defensive, and you don't want that. Okay, so encouraging open communication and to be honest during the session is very important. Everyone takes responsibility for their own feelings and their behaviors. Now, during the session, it's good for us to listen to each other, because I've had incidences before where I was doing a group of, is it six sessions, six family members, or there was another group of 4 family members. No one was listening to each other. Everybody was talking and talking. And I have this little bell in my therapy room here. I was ringing. I'm like, listen, are you guys not paying attention? Is this what's happening at home? You guys are all talking. No one's listening to each other. They were mirroring what's happened at home in the session. So we have guidelines. Listen to each other. Listen. And sometimes it's difficult for people to listen to each other. So we do that in the session. We have to listen to each other. Recognize the areas of change. What areas in our lives, in our family, do we need to change? What areas we need to recognize those areas of change? What is it you want to happen? When you're coming for family therapy, I normally say to clients when I send out the form, please, you need to have a goal in mind. What is it that you want to achieve at the end of therapy? You don't want to pay all this money and then not achieve anything in the end. But also, you have to work at it. It's not just your therapist working. You got to work. I like to work with you. I like to collaborate with my clients so that they don't feel alone in the process. Okay, so I work with the client to help them evaluate the areas of their relationship that needs to be strengthened. We look for the areas of weakness in your relationship and see how we can strengthen them. Okay, so, and much more in terms of counseling families and relationships. So if you want to book a relationship session or family session, please feel free to do so. Okay, the information is on the description below, and I'll see you in the therapy room. Take care. Bye.